do you feel like they were sort of back somewhere near their best as much as you guys were maybe a little bit below yours?
It's probably hard to quantify. I think that, I mean, other than we thought they were very good. I mean, they probably played a style that was more reminiscent of their premiership era than probably recent times. And we expected some changes to the way that they played. And it was a sort of obviously a greasy night. The ball was slippery, and it it suited that sort of surge forward style that Richmond have played for a long period of time. So yeah, they went back to that, and that certainly challenged us. So it's hard to sort of compare week to week. I mean, I have to explain to my 7-year-old that one result doesn't mean the next week's going to look the same, and that's just the nature of the competition. And to Richmond's credit, they really took it up to us, and yeah, we weren't perfect, but I think it'd be disrespectful to say we didn't play well. I think it was our effort in the contest was still good, but theirs was very good too.
In that context, I guess what I'm getting at is it feels like the sort of win you need. You're having a lot of unspectacular wins where you just methodical, get the job done rather than off the back of individual brilliance or a burst or whatever. Are they the wins you want, you reckon?
Yeah, I think there's the biggest risk, I think, because our players aren't, they don't live in a vacuum. They're aware of that the last 2 weeks our opponents, have been going through some challenges. And the risk is that, you can just run forward and hope and, play a style that, might end up in a blowout win, but is it sustainable against, those sort of teams at their best? And that's what we guarded against. And I've been really pleased with our willingness to stay in the contest and embrace the struggle and not just hope and, load up on the scoreboard and have players think that, this is a day to fill their boots. I haven't observed any of that, but it has made it a struggle for us as well. So, we just got to continue to get better because we've put ourselves in a good position. I'm not denying that, but I just think we've got so much room for improvement still.
Jordan Wrigley comes in for his first game of the season. Looks like he's already in mid-season form.
Yeah. He was. He's been ready for a couple of weeks, but I mean the way he played tonight, you can see why we just need to make sure that he's absolutely right, and we probably reverse engineered it a little bit and just even when he was right, if we brought him back and he got hurt, then I'd never forgive myself. So even though obviously you take the medical advice, but they cleared him to play, and I made him wait another 2 weeks. But there are very few players who can have a long layoff and just look like they haven't missed a beat, and he's one of those.
Are you pretty excited about, obviously Ben Mackay comes in, what that can do for Jordan? I mean, obviously he's been a very good player for a long time. But
it was a key part of bringing Ben in that it would solidify our defence and give us different options around that. And they've only played, outside of tonight, they'd only played half a practice game together. So, Zach Reed's another one who's edging closer. Well, he's available really, but I mean, we just got to be really, careful in terms of his return to play. So there are some positive sides, but I thought Laverty was fantastic tonight for us as well. So our backline's been functioning pretty well. Mackay's been an important part of that, and Ridley just adds to it.
Has that been the biggest single improvement since the Port Adelaide game, the defence as a group?
I probably look at it more in totality, but I mean, if you had to break it into components, I mean, centre bounce work is now more important in footy than it's ever been. And in that game, round 4, we got badly beaten in that part of the game. The most pleasing thing about the last couple of weeks is our centre bounce work hasn't been great. And so we've been on the back foot in that part of the game, but we're still able to resurrect it and get the game back on our terms. But, I keep talking about sustainable footy, and having that sort of a deficit is not sustainable in the long term.